So, the first kith we will talk about are the Boggans. Boggans are hospitality incarnate. They are the homebody. When you hear of, in myth, brownies, small fae that go unnoticed but clean up at night after you go to bed as long as you leave them some kind of offering, usually some kind of cake, maybe honeyed milk, things like that. That's a Boggan. In Changeling, they are hospitality incarnate, even the unseelie ones, but they expect you to behave. They are warm, welcoming folk. As they mature from childling to wilder to grump, they grow a little more ornery. They maybe become a little more selective about who they invite into their homes. Now, those people are still treated lovingly when they're in there, but they become more selective. They have an affinity for the actor art, which we'll get into later. In particular, when they unleash their fairy arts, how do I say this? They are often accented by things that people often find comforting. A little wood smoke, that smell of baking bread, that little bit of warmth that always seemed to be in your grandparents' house. Maybe that smell of an old Afghan or quilt that lay on the back of the couch. Creature comfort smells. It may even be, for some people, the way you would walk into your grandparents' house and smell food cooking. Sorry about that. My dog decided to take it upon herself to get noisy. Boggans are I do not say commoner lightly. They are not some kind of rank and file changeling. But they're the hospitable commoner. They may not be a noble, but most likely when you find holdfasts, places you can rest in the dreaming, marshaling yourself against banality, regathering glamour and maybe some willpower, becoming more in tune with your fae self. It is most likely a Boggan will be running the way house, tending the bale fire, making sure you have some place to feel welcome. A Seelie Boggan is oftentimes a great folk hero. Somebody who picks up a pan lid and a kitchen knife as sword and shield in order to defend their charges. An unseelie Boggan, in a heroic moment, will often stand in front of a group of people they have deemed their charge, balling up their fists like Samwise Gamgee in The Lord of the Rings, telling Longshanks to come on. But when they turn, it's the death of hospitality. It makes your heart ache to think about it, that someone's hospitality was spurned so badly that they start to eschew it. They start to only welcome people they know. They don't like to meet new people, because invariably it's a disappointment. The Boggans can be some of the most rewarding to play for the simple fact of you're trying to make the world better by making people feel often at home and welcome. So, in these graying nights, when the sun is setting on a stormy sky, and you come across a warm, welcoming-looking home in the middle of the city, and there's this kindly old woman sitting on the front porch. You can smell stew coming from inside, possibly soup, some kind of dinner. And she smiles at you and says, "Oh, sugar, you look like you're lost. Come here, come have a bowl of soup." Will you listen to the Boggan? Avail yourself of her hospitality? Or are you the Boggan herself?